Democrat Michael John Gray, Republican Bill Vickery. Good morning, guys. I want to start with talking about the Supreme Court. They're going back into session now, and the future of abortion rights kind of hanging in the balances in a pretty conservative Supreme Court as well. Michael John?
Well, I mean, it's our first full court with Amy Coney Barrett. We'll see. I mean, I think that was the overriding theme with the Trump presidency. Was he guaranteed to, being a man of faith that he is, he guaranteed the faith leaders that abortion was going to be his #1 target when he appointed these justices. There are a lot of not just women, but a lot of people all over the United States really apprehensive about what this will do to Roe v. Wade, which made it legal for women to have safe and hopefully rare, but safe abortions. And so we'll see if this court messes with that. I could see this being a real issue going into the midterms and as it always has been. But it's a scary time for those who want to safe abortions in America.
Yeah, listen. Well, look, there are a number of these trigger cases, so-called trigger cases, that legislatures pass laws to put in place to trigger a lawsuit to take it to the Supreme Court so that you could get some sort of conclusion on the whole thing. Look, throughout the history of this country, the court has operated, and I think still operates, above all the political fray, doesn't get involved in all of that, and has a history of sometimes surprisingness, sometimes conservatives become more liberal the more time they spend on the court. Majorities tend to shift over time. So I believe in this. We're a nation of laws, and the ultimate interpreter of the law are the 9 people who sit on the United States Supreme Court. They're appointed by flawed people who serve in elected office. They themselves are not perfect, but I do believe that each one of them wakes up every day and tries to do what they believe is right for the United States of America. And I still have faith in the court.
And really quickly, I want to talk about the infrastructure bill. I feel like we talk about this every week because there's some type of new delay. The question is it going to get pushed through? And now the president's really trying to rally some support behind it.
Well, he's trying to rally support inside his own party. And I mean, look, this is the Afghan withdrawal all over again. It's just a catastrophe of execution. AOC and the far left of the Democratic Party, they hold Nancy Pelosi hostage on the House side. They're truly crushing with their actions. They're crushing any opportunity to try to hold on to the U.S. Senate in the fall. I think they're pretty much giving up on holding on to the House. So this is just yet another example of a lack of being able to execute on things and being held hostage by the far left side of the party.
Michael John?
Yeah, this is where we miss having the moderate Democrats that were elected in Arkansas as our congressmen. We used to elect congressmen based on what they could get done for us, not the party. Just imagine if we had 4 moderates sitting in Arkansas right now, Biden wouldn't have to worry about negotiating what Bill considers the far left. They would come to the table. He's having to talk to the far left because the far right won't come to the table. This plan would mean so much for Arkansas, yet the representatives from Arkansas don't want to come to the table, which forces the National Party to negotiate with the far left. If people like who we elected to represent Arkansas would come to the table and look at how this would benefit Arkansas, we wouldn't be talking about the far left or far right. We'd be talking about getting things done.
That's all the time we have today. Sorry, guys. We will check back in with you next Monday. A lot of headlines to follow.